and they don't see the other defender coming for that double team. Great job defensively by Duke.
6 for 6 from the line from Brevard, but 0 for 4 today from the field. Nice pass to Liston.
With 4 Florida State players surrounding her.
Now what kind of play was that? And one! That looks like for the three-point play.
It's by any means necessary.
Largest lead now at 15.
Duke wants to remain undefeated in ACC play, 11-0 right now.
And again, Deluzio picked up her 3rd foul. Gray.
Time by Duke. In that 2-2-1, it leaves the middle open, and that's where the offense wants to put the ball.
Deluzio got her own rebound and put it back.
Nobody put a body on Deluzio. It's not just the post players that you need to make contact with on the box outs. It's the guards also.
11 points for Deluzio. She's the first Florida State player in double figures, and there's Williams. Her first field goal, her 2nd field goal in the paint today.
She just looked like a bowling ball as 2 Florida State players went down as this ball went through the basket.
Tolles able to draw the 17 to play. There's still time, but the whole attitude of this game needs to change a little bit.
Well, Duke has gone into their 2-3 zone. Brevard needs touches inside, but they are double teaming every time she touches it down there, but she's a great passer. So if she gets it in there, she may not be the scorer. She could be the passer out of the double team.
Here's Howard. Good defense that time by the senior Kathleen Shear.
And that was a nice look. The mid-post look by Howard. That's her shot. She just needs to be ready to score when she catches it.
Duke has shot 62% here in this second half. And here's Williams. Foul's gonna.
There's still a lot of basketball to be played for the Blue Devils.
Here's that press again. Duke comes up with the steal. Tolles gets it for Florida State. That press has had an impact.
Most definitely, and they don't know when the trap is going to occur out of it. So it keeps you at bay, and there's a lot to be said for changing your defenses to keep teams out of their rhythm. Duke sticking with their 2-3 zone.
5 to shoot for Florida State. Rodriguez driving into Kathleen.
Florida State shoots 67% as a team.
Shooting over 90 today.
They're doing extremely well today. Maybe that's what they need to do. Attack the rim and get to the line since they're knocking their free throws in.
Still time, but you got to get stops. You can't trade baskets. Selby. Here's Shear, has it blocked.
To go, and then Howard knocks it out of there, but she was still behind on the play.
It's the 3rd block of the game by Natasha Howard. Gray to Shear. Kathleen Shear's got 5 points.
That was an effective move. She got Howard off the floor. 1 dribble pull-up.
One of the most famous citizens of New Haven, Missouri. Population 1,897.
Nice, Mike.
They love her. All gather to watch all her games on TV.
Put her in the air, put it down on the ground, and finish it.
Doesn't play a whole lot of minutes, but I know you know as a coach, it's important to have players like that. As Williams hits it, like a Kathleen Shear can come in and give you a solid 5-7 minutes a game.
Right, and you have to know your role, and her role is to come in and do what you do. Don't play outside of your role. Do what you've been doing all year, and that's being effective.
Howard over Shear.
Nice finish by Howard, and she needs to come alive for Florida State here if they're going to make a run.
She's in double figures now with 10. Lead is 17. Make it 19.
Right now, it just looks really easy for Duke. There needs to be more pressure on the passes. Duke is able to do whatever they want right now on the offensive end.
Chelsea Gray had 19 points in her last game against Boston College. On the breakout, here's Trisha Liston. Shear. Pass a little too hot for Rashae Jackson. That's been a huge difference.
You can tell that Duke has paid a lot of attention to her, doubling down from the guards and doubling across from the post.
First field goal for Olivia Bresnahan. And again, Florida State, to get back in this, they have got to get stops. They got one. Tolles running that Florida State offense. Again, Brevard is on the bench. The three from DeLuzio. Alexa DeLuzio, second of the game, and she could get this Florida State team back in this game.
Well, they need to turn Duke over on the defensive end. When you knock shots in, that boosts your confidence.
Another stop. Florida State takes it away. DeLuzio stops for three. Howard the rebound. Boy, there's that renewed energy we were talking about.
Well, it was definitely missing coming out of the locker room, but now it's present again, and it was there in the first half.
Florida State has come back to life. 8 to shoot. Inside Davis, she's fouled. Get Morgan Tolles eligible. Until Thursday, they'd really been playing without a point guard. And now have this a 12-point game.
I think they know if they can maintain their composure and their energy on the defensive end, they can make things happen on the offensive end.
They've gotten stops on 3 straight possessions. 5 to shoot for Duke. And Haley Peters knocks it down. She's got 16 points to lead Duke.
Well, there she is again, making critical baskets when Duke is in need of a score.
Howard taking it by Peters. Loose ball that time to Chelsea Gray. She traveled. Tolles, nice cross hand penetration to Howard. Tolles created that. That's what the point guard will do for you.
Well, that's a perfect example of penetration and kicking. Nicely done by Tolles.
Gray double team, taken away Davis. Tolles just medically cleared to play on Thursday against Wake Forest with concussion issues, and boy, is Florida State glad to have her. That foul, by the way, on Chelsea Gray is her 3rd. Here's Bresnahan. Inside Howard. And Howard and DeLuzio are bringing Florida State back. It is a 10-point game.
That was a pretty move by Howard to finish off the glass at a tough angle.
Trisha Liston into the game for Gray. Peters. What a game for Haley Peters.
Well, I'll tell you what, she has 2 brothers. Her brother Casey played at Duke. He graduated last year, and she also has a brother Ryan that plays at Emory. And you know that she had to be tough to play with those guys outside in the backyard, making shots like that one.
Inside DeLuzio, tough shot.
DeLuzio in the lane. She's clapping her hands saying, hey, we need to get the ball back so we can score again.
Points. Here's Williams. We still haven't seen Sierra Brevard.
Howard.
Florida State's hit 5 of 7. A field goal here gets it into single digits, and that's not what the Seminoles wanted.
Well, that was not what was diagrammed by Sue Semrau coming out of that timeout. And that's what you have to do now on defense, is make up for that and get the ball back.
Gray is back into the Duke lineup. And another stop.
Mike, you were talking about Brevard being out. With Davis and Howard inside, they're much quicker defensively.
Time now is becoming an issue. Deluzio. Boy, would that have been big. Bresnahan the follow. Bresnahan makes this an 8-point game.
Nobody got a body on Bresnahan. He crashed from the wing area. Duke needs to maintain their composure and execute what they want offensively.
And run a little time. Jackson fouled. Reshane Jackson will go. Missed them both. Deluzio the rebound.
Score offensive sets. A 2-2-1 press now by Duke. They need to look to get the ball to the middle and push it up weak side.
Deluzio had a look for a moment. 6 to shoot. Deluzio, 2 on the shot clock. Boy, give Duke credit there. Great defense by the Blue Devils.
That was the stop they needed.
There were only 13 seconds on the shot clock left when they got it into the forecourt.
It was smart to press in that 2-2-1 just to maintain things and contain the offense by Florida State.
Williams over Davis. Williams
earned a lot of respect as the season has gone on. Had a stellar career at Princess and high school.
And what's amazing to me is in the last 2 games she'd had 14 blocks. No blocks today. We are under a minute.
Florida State can't take a lot of time.
Look at Duke not letting them have any kind of a shot. And Jackson takes it away. This could be the ball game.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Lead back in double digits. Deluzio.
Maker obviously for the Terps.
4 games remain before we head to Greensboro in the ACC tournament. Half to 4 games. They won their 20th on Thursday. And by the way, we're not going to shoot.
You know, and people forget that Duke, they're one of the youngest teams.
And that foul did put Duke into the bonus. Shea Selby. We talk about Haley Peters. Shea Selby today. The solid game, 1 for 2 there. She's got 11 points. There's that first block of the game by Elizabeth Williams. Comes with 15 seconds left, but she did get a block in the game today, her 94th of the year. She had no blocks up until that point.
Well, for any blocks that she doesn't get, I'm sure she changed a lot of shots today.
Again in this game, Sierra Brevard, over 14 points a game, did not score in the second half, did not have a field goal, and Duke is going to get their 21st win of the season.